Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning back into the talks with your boy Sean. Hey, so today is the third week of 2021. Um, COVID's still a thing. Apparently, they're gonna turn the COVID testing site over at Dodger Stadium into a vaccination site, which is great. That means that the population's gonna get their vaccines. We'll reach herd immunity faster, and we can go back to doing what we do, like getting new jobs, meeting people again, reconnecting with people. I mean, it's just not being scared to go out without a mask. I mean, now it's so normal to wear a mask. I feel naked without it. So trying to transition back into not wearing one probably be weird. It might be a while before that. You never know. So talking about employment, let's talk about unemployment. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are depending on these stimulus checks that the government is putting out there, and it helps out. Living in the LA area, $600 might not go a long way, but it's 600 that you don't have. But in other parts of the nation, $600 goes a real long way. The cost of living is lower, and they really need it. For me personally, for a little background, I've been working at Keck Medical Center of USC in sterile processing for, I don't know now, 7 years. And I recently left my job, because my ideals don't match up with the new management. I mean, that's just what it is. Sometimes that happens. New management comes in, they start managing a different way, a different style. It doesn't sync up with the way that you're used to it. And you got two choices: you stick around, you deal with it, or you pick up and leave. You find something else that works for you. Sticking around, dealing with it, that's the more responsible thing to do. But it's stressful because you're going into work, you're going into an environment you don't want to be in, and you're basically forcing yourself just to work for money. you know that's why it's real important when you get these jobs and careers that you set yourself up for a day like the day I left. You want to be able to be financially stable. If you decide to leave, don't wait to be fired. Set up your life financially where you can survive 6-12 months without working. And that's where I'm at right now. So I did leave in December of 2020. I'm looking for jobs. I applied for multiple jobs. Right now, because of COVID and the recent serious surge in LA, they have a hiring freeze in all the hospitals. So you know what? I was like, that's understandable, and I'm okay with that. I even did doing some registry work right now, and even then it's slow. Usually registry is pretty like busy. Like you always have an assignment somewhere. Right now it's slow. So with that, I'm fortunate enough to have all this time to spend with my son. He's 5 months old right now, Grayson. It's great watching such a young person grow, learning new things. I mean, just learning to hold your head up when he was learning that was such a big accomplishment. You never really realize the small things in life until you see someone go through the struggle of trying to learn that. And I'm learning that lesson with my son. Just the little things, being able to eat pureed foods, things like that. And you can kind of transfer that into when you get like new hires, or you go into a new job, that seeing the growth in someone that was struggling to do it or didn't know how to do it is pretty crazy, pretty amazing stuff. That you as a person are able to learn anything. You don't have to be stuck with what you're doing. You can literally start from scratch and learn. Don't ever think that what you're doing right now is the only thing you can do. No. You have to always think back to where you were before you were doing what you're doing, how hard it was, but you were able to do it. I mean, it's a struggle, yes, but if it's in the cards for you to leave what you're doing and then do something new that's best for you in your point in your life, you should do it. Life's short. It should be full of happiness, enjoyment, not stress. Stress is like very unhealthy. It'll affect you physically. It affected me. I was going through the stress all of last year. Changes in management, the way that they do things. I started developing like heart issues, where I had to see like a therapist to be able to calm me down, learn some techniques to stay calm. But it didn't work out too much, where I had to see actually my health doctor, and then she was suggesting like, oh, maybe you need to take some time off kind of thing. And I was like, you know what, my health is not worth the way I'm generating my wealth, so I'm gonna find a different way of doing it. And that's what I did. Left my job and looking for new opportunities out there. And like right now, I'm developing new skills, trying to figure out new things, like shooting this video. I never shot a video to where I'm going to be posting content to show publicly, so this is new for me too. If you're out there and you're thinking about doing it, you should do it. I mean, people are always interested to know that someone else might be struggling the same way that they are. You never know. With people that are working remotely now, I can't even imagine like how that is since March of 2020. I mean, there's like pros and cons of working remotely. You wake up, you go to your computer, you start doing your work. It's a good pro. You don't have to drive anywhere. There's no traffic. You're not stuck in traffic. You're not driving far. You're not dealing with like the everyday office stresses, interpersonal issues. But another con of that is that it's hard to tell when to take a break. Or it's hard to tell when to stop working, because when you're not working remotely and you're working at the office, you leave the office, you're good, it's done, day's over. But you're working remotely, you always have access to your work, and there's some really good employees out there. They can't stop working. You have to be reminded to take a break, guys. You gotta stay healthy. Mental health is always important, and then because your mental health is gonna affect your physical health. So always remember, take a break, put a timer, plan your lunches, eat. You have like the best break rooms, your living room, wherever you are entertaining yourself in your house. This cool break room. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of this time. I know it could get stressful with your boss is asking you to do more than you used to in the office, because you're at work and they think it's more convenient for you. You gotta remember to take your breaks. So I guess that's it for this video. I'll try and shoot one every week. Hopefully we start a conversation. I'll read the comments below. We'll talk about whatever you guys comment about on the next one, that kind of thing. Always remember to like, subscribe to my channel down below. It's just right here. And then subscribe right here. Turn on that notification bell right next, so that way you can get my latest video wherever you're at. If you're working at home, if you're doing anything outside of your house, that kind of thing, you'll know that the next video is ready to go. Alright, till the next time. Peace.